I'm about to share some information with you that might upset you. And if it does, good. Because what I'm about to read to you in these next 12 things I've written down are stuff that have impacted my life and actually the lives of many, many men, right? So stick along and learn, because I'm going to promise you I'm going to share some. And if you don't want to watch this, go watch cat videos for all I care. I don't care. I'm not, have fun. Okay. If you're burned out, exhausted, or depressed, or you feel like you're not making the amount of money you should be making, or you feel like you should have been more successful by this point in your life, and you're in this woe is me victim mentality crap, stop that, okay? I'm going to give you a checkup from the neck up. Ready? I got 12 steps here, okay? Step 1. No one cares. Okay. When I say this, just listen to what I'm going to say, because I was stuck between nobody cares and no one cares. They're different things. When I say nobody cares, was the biggest thing. Listen to me right now. Listen to me. If you whine and cry and complain, not only if it comes out in your attitude, it pushes people away and is repulsive to people. Really think about your life and be like, wow, I'm an adult now. And especially if you want to be a person of influence and be successful, think of the most successful people you know. Do they whine and complain and cry about their problems and be victims? No. They do something about it. They run into the storm, right? Now, if something really traumatic has happened, you have every right to be upset, right? And then you have to find a way to move forward, because it's unfortunate, but nobody cares. So the sooner that you realize, and not from a victim perspective, nobody cares, but whoa, people are so consumed with all their own stuff that if you just tell them your stuff all the time, it's okay to vent sometimes. We all have to vent, right? I vent, but in the grand scheme, there's only a few people you can trust to vent to. And for the most part, nobody cares. And that's a good thing. Number 2, no one is going to fix it for you. Oh, I got 10 more. Let me elaborate. So, hoping somebody else is going to fix your problem for you or come along and hold your hand and walk you through the process, some people actually might. If you have someone in your life at the perfect time that will walk you through some process, because I've had this in my life. I have a couple people that are very close to me that are very successful who have actually sat on the phone with me for hours, walking me through some of my darkest times, helping me put little systems into my business. And I was very fortunate, and I am fortunate to have those people. And I don't know how I can ever repay them, and I wish the same for you. But some people I've had to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to coach me through these processes. And it was not hard. It was not easy coughing up the money. It was very hard because no one's just going to come along and fix this for you. Number 3. And hey, I'm a student here. Don't look at me. I'm just the messenger. The definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. What does that mean? If you find yourself in the same situation over and over and over, the same situation in your business, the same arguments in your marriage, the same crap, the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. That's the definition of insanity. So, either you're doing it for a reason because your spirit really wants to just grind along the bottom, right? But you can do that to yourself. You can do it your whole life. But when you start making life difficult for other people, that's where I think you draw the line. So that's a tough one because your reasons come up. Yeah, but I need to make money to pay the bills, to feed my family, to do all these things. And I'm going to stop right there. But just know if you're expecting a different result, so you can either change the way you see things, you could change the way you see it, or you can change the actual problem itself, or you can just get out of it altogether. But if you're going to keep doing what you're doing, maybe you can learn how to see it differently through the eyes of love and gratitude and thankfulness. Because when you change the way you see things, the things you see change. Number 4, completely immerse yourself into your business or your marriage or whatever, and stop resisting. What you resist persists. 2017, I went through some horrific depression. I thought I was depressed before. This was not good. The reason was I had a very close client to me. The guy I looked up to him, man. He was a mentor. When he'd write the checks for our landscaping, he was one of my best paying customers. We did like a $11,000 landscape. We did all types of stuff. He'd pray with me. This man had tears dripping down his face, confessing his love for Christ, his love for his family. He was a great mentor, and he passed away unexpectedly. It rocked my world. It hit me hard. And so that combined with other things in my life, I went through a bad depression, and I just toiled along the bottom. It was horrific. I could not manufacture happiness if I tried. And so if I say stop resisting, there's some deep books you can dive into, like The Power of Letting Go by Dr. David R. Hawkins. He's a book called Letting Go, and books about letting go and surrendering and things like that. And then if you completely surrender and stop fighting and just surrender, it's one of the best things that you can do. Oh, yawning. It feels good. Yawn is just subconscious mind agreeing, going, yes, yes. All right, number 5. Ask yourself, what's the deeper lesson here? Look for the deeper meaning and the deeper lessons in what you're going through, and you'll find the answer. And that's the good news. Number 6, completely unplug for a while. I don't know if you have to cut your costs and save up and find a way, or in the winter, to completely unplug. Unplug from social media, turn your phones off, let everybody know. I got a Sunday phone. My wife and a couple close friends and family members, closest people have this. No business customers, no people on YouTube. This extra phone line costs me money, but it gives me peace of mind, because when I want to unplug, my wife can call me on this phone. Right? I don't have the phone ringing like crazy. And unplug and meditate. I've been meditating a lot lately before we go into the springtime here, and it's helped me a lot. Sorry. Number 7, stop dangling from a rope. It's exhausting. Stop dangling from a rope. What does that mean? So you feel like you're dangling from a rope over a pit, and you're hanging on for your dear life, and you're shaking, and you're in constant anxiety. Well, why don't you just put that thing down, let go, and come over here? There's something that you're deeply resisting or letting go, and it's a fear, or it's an ego thing. Not like ego thing, like you're posturing or preening, but it's like the ego is afraid of annihilation and death, but it's an illusion, right? If you surrender and let go of that rope and free fall into infinity and just trust, have some faith, let go of that rope and stop dangling from it. Don't do that. Wake up from your illusion. And here's the next one. Step 8, schedule time to dig deep into your numbers. A lot of stress and problems stem, especially for small business owners, men, landscapers, stems from finances. And finances are tied to, unfortunately, the way you feel about yourself, your self-worth, your self-esteem, how many Christmas presents are under the tree, if you are not upgrading your lifestyle, the promises that you made. When you're not making more money and more money and more money, you can feel like you're going insane, and you can just work yourself to the point where you feel worthless, and the money's not showing up. If you work really hard for a long time and the money's still not showing up, that's a really hard thing to go through. I've been through that, and it took years, and I had to go through some trial by fire until the money started showing up, and it was a really hard, long journey. So dig deep into your numbers and find out how much money you're actually making, how much your business costs, what are your true profits, and get really good at sales and marketing, and get committed in a whole new way. Then you'll start making more money. But you got to commit. Number 9, step 9. This could be like 25 steps, but I don't want to get too etheric and too crazy and start talking about I'm not even going to get into it. Number 9, get coaching. It's almost laughable to me. I'm at this point now, I just don't want to be mean on social media. Okay, so I'm just a landscaper, and I'm just a dude who makes YouTube videos. I love God, I love my wife, I love my family. I have a real life behind social media. I love making videos, and I have a studio, and I love it. I just wrote my 4th book. This is my dream, and I love helping people. I'm a real person, and I have real feelings, just like you. But the reason I'm saying that is because of social media and how long I've been making these videos, we probably have 80 million views online, and we're getting 4.5 million views a month. We probably still get about 1 million views a month online. So this means I have somewhere around 100 people messaging, commenting, unfortunately getting my business line and texting me, which I don't want anybody to do. And I see, and I'm in contact with a lot of small business owners. I'm probably one of the most well-connected people I know because of social media. I've been all over the country, and I've met thousands and thousands of people. I say this because I meet a lot of small business owners, or especially landscapers, that are dying on the inside because they so badly say that they want success, and they're sick of toiling and struggling and being in the trenches, and they so badly want to figure out how to get more customers and make more money and increase your average ticket and maybe hire some employees and just get the business going. And but then when it comes time to taking the action to doing it, or traveling and going to an event, or investing in some coaching. Investing is the key word. Investing in some programs or courses, or getting around some high-level people. Some of them do take the action, and they put their money where their mouth is, and they invest, and those are the people that grow, the ones who actually start digging in and getting the right information, even if it costs money and growing. A lot of these guys just straight up make excuses. And then year after year after year, they're still doing the same crap and the same problems, crying about the same problems. And guess what? Back to number 1, nobody cares. So you're going to get to the point, if that's you, I hope you're watching this right now. If it's you, if you've been struggling for what you perceive to be a long time, and you think you're going to get the answer for free by drugging yourself with a bunch of YouTube and Instagram videos, what you're doing is you're looking for an epiphany. When you're watching all these videos, you're getting all this information, you're looking for an epiphany to go, oh my God, that's it. So you can just get off the social media crap and just go take action and make all the money. It doesn't really work that way. These epiphanies are few and far in between. The success that you are looking for lies in the hard work that you've been avoiding. And I'm not talking about just putting war paint on your face and going out and just going and working another 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for another 4 months. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking the hard work. I think it was Henry Ford said, the hardest work is thinking. That's why so few people actually do it. I'm talking about the hard work of learning how to actually run a business, how to put some systems into your business and know your numbers and actually get good at marketing, because all your excuses come up, and then you say, I don't have time for that because I have to work, and So, and then the reason you don't have time is because maybe there's things you're afraid to face in your personal life with family stuff and drawing healthy boundaries and really being a leader. I can talk about this stuff because I'm not anywhere where I want to be yet, but I've come a long way and I've been through some stuff and I've had to learn some stuff and I've had to grow and mature trial by fire. So what I'm saying is that you need to get some coaching. You need help. Find that coaching. I offer coaching. I have people that go to keithkalfas.com/call, right? I have people that message me and, I don't know, whatever coaching you get, just get help. And I want to see you win. Number 10, step 10, create systems. First, you got to learn what a system is. And it sounds, what's the word? Intimidating. But it's not. Get around people who have systems and learn what they do and put some systems in your business. And get rid of all the glammy crap, what you think, oh, I have systems. It's stupid. You actually need to put some systems in your business. Step 11. Grow your way out of it. Hire employees. You can't afford to, you got to raise your prices, which means you're going to lose your customers. You're going to lose your customers, it means you have to get good at marketing and advertising and follow-up. The fortunes in the follow-up. So once you do all that, you know, my little dog, I'm going to tell you step 12 in a second, but he's going to paw at this door until I let him in because he's obsessed with me. Gino, I love you. And you want to come in the studio with Daddy? Oh, he's a good boy. Look at him. Look at him. You love me? You a good boy? Okay. So, what step was I on here? You like this type of video, don't you? Yeah. My friend Austin Douglas, Ditch the Itch. Dude, this dude puts his money where his mouth is, and he invests in himself and in his business, and he's doing well. Grow your way out of it. Hire employees. Or else you're going to burn out. Step 12. Build a different bridge or multiple bridges. Maybe you can have multiple businesses. That sounds insane. Because the golden rule is you should build one business till it's really successful. Because if you're trying to build multiple businesses, you're just going to go insane. I don't know how your brain works, but it's really hard. I built 2 businesses at once. We do landscaping, window cleaning, tree trimming. The landscaping and tree service are kind of the same, but the window cleaning feels like a totally different business and we market it totally differently. And then I have this whole media business. This is not just YouTube videos. This is way more. It has been I don't want to say a living hell. It has been really hard and challenging to be a family man and run 2 businesses. So, but all I want to say is, if you're telling yourself that this is your only way to make money, this is all I know how to do and I'm trapped, there are so many ways to make money. There's so much opportunity and there's money falling out of the sky. You just have to learn. You have to learn how to create value in a marketplace to get it. There are money-making ideas. There's so many that it's overwhelming. So you have to focus on, here's what I mean is, if you're forcing yourself to do something you absolutely hate and you can't stand it and you despise it and it rips you down, how are you going to grow that thing? Let's just say like you do lawn care, shrub trimming, and you pull weeds, and you hate mowing grass. You're so sick and tired of it. Okay, why don't you grow it a little and hire other people to mow the grass? Get off that mower. Or if you're so sick of it you can't even stand grass, period, you're going to throw up, get rid of it altogether and move into landscaping. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You're going to have to eventually start. Here's the key word. Oh, I love this word. You ready? The key word, pivot. You're going to have to pivot. I'm not saying just make a change. You're going to have to start pivoting. Stephen R. Covey in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People said, if you've been digging in this direction for so long, then take a show. Even if you feel like you don't have time, in these little micro moments of time, turn to the side and start digging in a new direction. Keep digging what you're digging, but just a little direction, a little scoop here and there on the evenings and the weekends, an hour a day here and there. And then little by little, all of a sudden what's going to happen is you're going to see a little trickle. You're digging a trench, right? A trickle of water. And then it's going to turn into a flow, and then it's going to turn into a flood. You can open up multiple avenues of income. It's a long, hard road. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I do want to go back to number 1. When you finally realize that nobody cares about your struggling or your suffering, and that the clock is ticking, it's a big breakthrough, and you're going to grow up quick. I just want to see you win, and I want to see you be successful. I'm Keith Kalfas. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I have books on Amazon. I just wrote my 4th book. I'm actually recording the audiobook right now, and it's coming out soon. And if you want to call me, it's keithkalfas.com/call. I used to sit on the phone and talk to people for hours from YouTube all the time, and so many people were messaging me that I couldn't talk to anybody at all anymore. Then I had this idea, I'll just create keithkalfas.com/call, where I charge people, and then I can like coach you over the phone. And some people are like, what? You should talk to me for free. And I was like, well, let's see, I have like 2 hours. Should I make dinner and spend that time with my wife and my family and like go see my grandmother in a nursing home, or should I sit on the phone with somebody on YouTube for free? I'm gonna eat dinner with my wife, or things like that. So it's like, I used to feel guilty. I'm sorry if that sounded weird. I used to beat myself up and feel guilty because I've spent years and years and years making these videos, and my videos, according to what other people say, have helped start collectively around 10,000 businesses. So at some point I'm like, well, I need to monetize this thing and create and sell books and online courses and stuff that really helps people. I just did the Level Up Your Landscaping Business workshop, right? It's like, but sometimes I should probably save this. I'll tell you a little bit of it. No, because you don't care. It doesn't matter. I got to figure that part out. I'll tell you what I was going to say a little bit. If you've been helping people for free, on and 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 on for years, eventually I'm going to have to start moving upstream and doing something that makes me money, because I'm going to have to save for retirement and make a lot more money. I love helping people, and this is my passion in life, but there's only so much of it that I can do. So anyways, love you. Peace.